Redden, the Yale County Sheriff's Office again.
Yep.
Hey, do you have any more voicemails or phone call recordings or anything else like that that you can send me?
No, I just, I didn't even know I had a phone recorder that day they called. And now that I know I have one, I've been kind of recording a lot of my calls,
Yes, sir. Okay. So you weren't able to get that recorded?
No, I wasn't able to. That's why I've been calling. I tried to call there yesterday and see if I could taunt them guys to calling me back.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to taunt them is what I'm trying to do. Like, I want them to call me. I want them to, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have anything else you can send me? Do you have even direct quotes, like exactly what they said or anything of that nature?
Okay, here's what they said. Okay, now the officer I talked to, I don't know his name, but he said, because I told him, did you know that the Freemasons are operating this big satanic
Oh,
child trafficking
hey,
ring?
can you give me 1 second? 1 second. Hey, Anthony, can you still hear me?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and run me through it.
Okay, so I asked the officer, I said, did you know that Freemasons are operating the biggest child trafficking ring in the world? And actually it's all over, I said. And then he said, oh, is that right? And as I was trying to talk, then he admitted to being a Freemason. Well, he already knew my name, he knew my address too, but I'm sure he got that off of my phone number maybe. But
Yeah.
anyway, um so he admitted to being a Freemason, and right there I just started saying, you know what? They're gonna find out what you're doing, man. The people in the world are gonna find out who you people really are. And he said, I don't think so, we're pretty good at it. And then we just start arguing and arguing, and he hung up on me. Well, then somebody called me from a restricted line saying that he was 33rd degree. I think it was either a Scottish Rite Mason or a York Rite. Um, so, and then he asked, Anthony, how are you finding out about all these operations around these states? He said, that you're calling. I said, so then my response, I was kind of cocky, I was like, well, God showed me, God showed me everything about what's going on. And I started investigating it, and I actually found proof. So I'm calling all over, I said. All these places with high numbers of disappearances, or even, ones I don't feel right about. And then they said, well, here's the thing. You need to quit talking like this, Anthony. They were talking, they said, you need to quit. You need to quit putting this stuff on Facebook because we're watching you. We're watching everything you do. And they said, we got your phone tapped. We got everything, and then he said, and if you keep doing this, we are going to hunt you down and we are going to kill you. And I told him, I said, well, I'm not scared. You don't fucking scare me, I said, so. And then I ended up calling the local authorities in my area. And once they showed up, after, because they called again and they were trying to taunt me and ask me what my belief is on everything, you know, because they're wondering, more about me, like how I'm finding out all this evil shit. They wanted to know every little detail on how I found it, what I did to find. So I don't know. Like after that, the cops came, and then they immediately started denying what them threatened to kill. that they threatened to kill me, denied this, and saying that I was mentally ill and this and that, and then I remember when them cops arrested me, there was two cops there that were kind of rough. They were showing me like aggression, and then that one cop had to actually pull me away from them. And he's like, "Hold on, don't worry, I got you." But anyway, he heard that, and on my way to jail, we were talking, and I told him, I said, "You see, man, everybody thinks I'm mentally ill, but this is really happening. These guys are
He heard
killing
what
these children."
you say. He heard that. What did he hear?
What's that?
You said that the other cop that pulled the other one away or pulled you away. You
Well,
said he
see, he said, I didn't hear him admit nothing, Anthony. I didn't hear anything, but I know I know there's something going on. He said, that wasn't right, he said. And you know,
yes, sir.
so,
Uh,
you know, a lot of these, and there's some people that join Freemasonry that don't know about it because they practice the secrecy shit, man. And yeah, it's all bad.
yeah.
It's,
So when you called our dispatch,
yep.
okay, and then did they forward you to an officer, or did you receive a phone call after?
No, they forwarded me to an officer.
They forwarded you
Hold on
directly.
here. I'll find the call information on my phone because I still have it on here.
Yes,
Okay, November 8th. I got a lot of calls on here because I was calling all over the place. Here it is.
yes, sir.
It was at 8:23 p.m. The call lasted 9 minutes and 56 seconds.
Yes, sir. And what all was said during that phone call?
Well, I called dispatch and I told the lady because I know dispatch when you call dispatch, all the calls are recorded, right? And I wasn't trying to talk to a police officer. I just wanted to get that on all these dispatch records, you know. And that's what I said. I said, ma'am, did you know that there's Freemasons in the police that are actually helping abduct children and young people? And did you know they're killing them for satanic purposes? And then she said, well, hold on, I'm going to forward the call real quick to a deputy or whatever. And then, boom, then that's when that conversation started.
Yes, sir. All right. So, but run me through it. So, as soon as she forwards you to a deputy, did this deputy introduce himself?
No, yeah, but I didn't get his name. I was so shook up, you know. I'm
Yes, sir.
shook up from all this stuff, like, you know, like I'm only human, man. So, you know, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. You're
So,
good.
so
Just run me
anyway,
through everything you remember.
yep, and that's everything I remember. Like I called and a female answered, and that's what I told her on the dispatch record. And then forwarded me, and then that officer, you know, whatever. I didn't get his name. I think he introduced himself, but I didn't get his name. But the main thing I remember is, you know, when I reported it, he knew my name, and then when I in my address, and he admitted to being whatever, and admitted to doing this, you know, that he admitted to being a Freemason, and admitted to the doing the human trafficking. Like literally, he said, "Oh, ain't no one gonna find out. Trust me, we're good at it, you know, or we're pretty good at it." It was, you know, it was really fucking creepy, you know. And then I started getting calls, and it's
Yes.
all,
How
it's
many? Are you able to look at your phone right now and tell me how many phone calls you received after that?
honor. One, one at 8:37 by a private number, and then the 8:47, the voicemail came. And then after that, another a call, and we talked for another 7 minutes. And that's when it was either the first one or the second one where they were asking me about my beliefs because I told them God told me all this and showed me this, and you know, and
So
and I
after
just
you
shared some.
initially called dispatch, you received 3 follow calls?
Yep.
Okay.
With a voice, one with a, and one where I missed where they left a voicemail.
Yes, sir. Okay. And on the very last one, y'all spoke for 7 minutes?
Yep. The first
And how did
one was
that
for,
conversation go?
the first time was 4 minutes, 38 seconds. The first restricted call. And then the second one was for 7 minutes, 29 seconds. First call was at 8:37. Second call was at 8:47.
And
10 minutes later.
would you believe all those people to have been the same person? I know it came from a restricted phone number, but did the voice sound the same?
It almost, it sounded similar. It sounded similar. I'm not, but it almost, it was different. One of them that called me were different. I mean, they were both kind of similar, but like they sounded young, like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. So the person in the voicemail,
Yeah.
I listened to that. Did all of them sound like that?
Well, they all had the same accent. Yes, they all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you believe there to have been one person making these phone calls, or do you believe there to be multiple?
Well, when he did call, there was like 3 other people I could hear in the background when we were talking.
Yeah.
You could hear him whispering in the background, and you
Okay.
know.
Were you able to hear any direct comments made by any of those other voices?
No, I couldn't hear the direct comments. I just know that there were other people in the room listening.
Yes, sir. Okay. Could you send me a screenshot of that your call log from that time frame
Okay, here we go, son.
to the same email?
Okay. And then this was the last call. Okay. And then, okay, compose, call, log, and then subject, photos. Well, M Redden, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yep,
right.
there you go. I found you.
You're fine.
Sent.
Okay, I received it.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm gonna look at it and talk through it. That way, I'm sure we're on the same page and I received everything. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. November 18th. $8.52.
I've been trying to taunt these guys for a long time to get them to admit, and you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I finally got it. And
So the only calls that we're concerned about, to just to confirm, is the ones that read private number.
yep,
Correct?
yep.
Okay. So the 218 number, is that somebody you know?
Yeah, a couple of them are police stations, and a couple of them are family members.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to make sure I was looking at the right thing.
I didn't tell just one person and one cop. I told everybody I interact with.
Yes, sir. And since that day, have you received any phone calls, text messages, or any form of contact?
No,
Uh,
just been seeing them guys from over that way snooping at my profile,
okay. They
my
continue.
social media. But yeah,
Anthony, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Have they continued to snoop on your profile?
Yeah. Last night was the last time, but I don't know. That dude blocked me, like I said. Once he noticed that I saw him on my profile and liked his status, he blocked me immediately. It probably scared the fuck out of him.
Yeah. So today is Tuesday, November 25th. So you're saying Monday, November 24th, you had a Yale County deputy snooping on your account?
Yes.
Okay. What is the name?
Caleb Eskew.
Okay.
And
Anyone
then
else?
and then that other guy looked like a cop that was on it. His name is let me get it again. Here you are. Matthew Burks.
Okay. Is there anyone else?
That one, okay, hold on here. The one for very first day, I noticed. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, Cody Frazier.
Okay. And but who all was snooping on your Facebook page last night?
Just Caleb Eskew and that Matthew Burks.
Okay. Are you able to see what time they were on there?
No, I'm not because they blocked me.
Okay, you're fine.
The screenshot. Look at the screenshot. That was the exact time because I immediately went to their profile and screenshotted his profile. Let me look.
Okay.
I'll look too just to
And 5 o'clock.
make sure it's on there. I can't. Oh, come on.
I found it, Anthony. You're good.
4:14 p.m.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, hey, Anthony, we're gonna do our best to look into this. Okay.
Yeah.
If you receive any more phone calls, text messages, or anything you deem threatening, reach out to me at this number and leave a voicemail. Okay.
Yep. Like I said, I'm documenting everything.
Yes,
Or
sir.
what I can anyway. I'm not.
What actions have you taken so far?
Just writing everything down in a book, and then like just I have not only with Yell County, but other, because there's missing people in my around my community, surrounding areas.
Yes, sir.
So I got everything written down from when I first found out about a person in my community that doing it, and then everything written down from there, and then yeah, I got from even Yell County, and then I got the guys' names written down that were snooping my shit, and then I screenshot everything, and now I'm recording all my calls that I receive, or whatever.
Well, that's smart.
I'm trying.
Yeah, no, I would definitely encourage you continuing to do that.
I
Have you?
want to taunt him, man. I'm not afraid. I want him to come find. I dare him to come find me. Because I believe I'm protected by God in this, man.
Yeah.
You know.
But have you turned this over to any other agencies so far?
I tried. I tried. I tried.
Who all have you attempted to reach out to?
My local authorities, the FBI, and then I attempted to make a report on a child trafficking tip line.
Okay.
All of them didn't take anything and completely disregarded what I said and went their own way.
Okay. I understand. All right. Hey, Anthony, I appreciate it. And like I said, feel free to reach out to me anytime, okay?
Yeah. All
All right.
right.
You have a good one, okay?
Yeah. God bless you.
Bye.